What's up, guys? So I want to talk about the Dead Stonemason trailer that we've gotten. I know I'm a couple days late on this and I do apologize. I've just been very busy, but I'm here now, so let's talk about some hints and some impressions that I got. So first off, the main hint we've gotten for this is the fact that Thor will be in the game. I know that it's pretty much assumed he will be in the game, but this is pretty much 100% confirmation, I feel like, because the person telling Kratos' story is putting Thor in a negative light as well, calling him a tyrant and things of that nature, and that's just a difference of perspective.
Hoping to save his people from Thor's campaign of destruction, Thor always took credit for planning all this. But the truth is, the sweaty ballbag just got lucky. Their father-son quarrel forever changed the landscape of Midgard. The Dead Stonemason lies there to this day, an everlasting reminder of Thor's brutality and the consequence of a son who dares betray his father.
Thor is simply trying to protect Midgard from the giants, so to see a giant running around the forest screaming will obviously, tell Thor that some danger is around. So this perspective that the person telling Kratos this story is obviously trying to make Kratos fight against the gods, which I think is pretty damn interesting. Another thing I would like to talk about in this trailer is about the Mason himself. In this trailer, the person said that he died because of Thor attacking him, and that the landscape pretty much became frozen at this point. And we actually do see this during the trailer, but it seems to be the hammer of the stonemason because there's ice all around this area. Now, if you remember in the beginning of the game, when we got the first trailer, we saw Kratos and his son walking through the forest, and then suddenly they get to the hammer in the next trailer and it's ice everywhere. So this is probably the stonemason's hammer pretty much freezing the landscape. So I also find that extremely interesting, the fact that we're actually now piecing this stuff together. Overall, I thought this trailer was absolutely fantastic. I loved it. I felt it gave a lot of perspective. The final thing I would like to talk about, if you guys remember, the game's director said that in this mythology, Kratos is going to have a different mindset, and all the things he pretty much did in Greek mythology is going to travel with him. And an example he gave was with the world serpent, that the second Kratos saw the serpent, Kratos was going to attack on sight. However, the boy said no, the serpent wants to help us. I feel that with Kratos fighting against the Greek gods, he has this stigma with gods that all gods are tyrants and they're threats. And this person telling Kratos' story is putting Thor in the light of a threat. So I don't know, man. I feel like if we see Thor and Thor explains his side and the side of the gods, saying that the giants are actually the evil ones, will Kratos actually believe Thor, or will he continue to fight against the gods? Because this is pretty much all Kratos knows. Just like the world serpent, Kratos wanted to attack it on sight. Kratos may see a god or hear about gods and give a reason to attack the gods on sight, despite them just protecting Midgard from the giants, because the giants will attack the people of Midgard. So this difference of perspective is so interesting. Kratos having the knowledge of the Greek world, thinking of the gods as enemies, and the person telling Kratos' story is putting Thor in the light of a tyrant, just like Zeus, just like those gods in Greek that we all fought against in God of War 3. So it's so interesting. I really cannot wait to see how this plays out, and I also want to see the boy's role. We saw the boy stop Kratos from attacking the Midgard serpent by telling Kratos that the Midgard serpent wants to help us. So maybe the boy will actually do the same for the gods. As Kratos goes and attacks the gods, Atreus eventually stops Kratos, saying that, don't do this, they just want to help, or, whatever thing he's gonna say. I think this is interesting. Let me know what you guys think about the Dead Mason trailer. Do you think that we're gonna come in contact with his son? His son might want revenge against Thor as well for killing his father, even though they disagreed on something. I find this so interesting. I'm gonna be out of here. Thank you guys for listening. Deuces.